Not that sophisticated.
Well, I mean, saying that you like whiskey is like, then you have to back that up if you don't like it. You know, everyone
Yeah.
would like to say that they like whiskey because it's it's good to like,
It's
especially
like
if it's
saying you like scotch.
right. It's like saying you like scotch, but then someone someday is going to offer you scotch, and you're going to get your ass handed to you by the
Yeah.
scotch. So, I think it's better to be honest about it. I used to say that I liked whiskey, and then I had to drink a lot of whiskey with a friend because I said I really liked it, and I ended up not doing so well, going shot for shot with whiskey. And then I had to train myself over. Like I got this old Asian dude to teach me the ways. Got my ass handed to me by him a whole bunch of times. Um, my character progressed over a number of winters. I attained enlightenment, and then I liked whiskey. There's easier ways, though. I mean, different strokes for different folks, of course. We don't, FlameFoxx, we have bars in America. We don't have pubs. We have gastro pubs, but those are expensive. And they're not really pubs. They're called gastro pubs because putting anything else after gastro makes you sound like an idiot. You could say gastro lounge. That makes you sound like you're in an airport. You could say gastro cantina, but that's just the worst sounding thing I've ever heard. You could say gastrointestinal discomfort, but then no one's coming to eat. Insofar as your typical microbrew, yeah, we have microbreweries, yeah, which are it's kind of like a pub. You go there and they make their own beer and they also sell their beer and you get it on draft. I think the closest thing to like pubs we have, or in terms of atmosphere, are probably like dive bars where people go to watch sports.
Yeah. I mean, we have places that call themselves pubs, and I don't being like going to northern bars that call themselves pubs. Like I think they feel more like an English pub would be, but I think that's just simply because that it was more likely that they were started by someone who came over from the
Actual English,
UK.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We don't have
Um,
so many of those over here. The loyalists mostly stayed where you are.
yeah. Harvard is essentially a pub.
Yeah, an expensive
Yeah,
pub.
an expensive pub.
On to for their cheap beers. Right, microbreweries. You don't go to a micro. In fact, we went to one for the 4th of July. It was $6 for a beer, like a cup of beer, because it was the 4th of July, of course. But they wouldn't even let us get a pitcher for the table. You had to get plastic cups of beer. I'm sure they did killer business, and they did have Jenga on the table, so we played Jenga, which was great.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there was just a set of Jenga at each table, and we were all very drunk when we started playing Jenga, and we met this like 6-year-old woman, and she was all about the Jenga. She had never played it before. She was asking us about it and like watching, and we played a few matches, and then we had this brilliant idea because she was with her husband and a group of their friends, like 10 of them. Why don't we give them the Jenga? So we gave them the Jenga, and they did the thing that you do when you're trying to beat Jenga, where you can't actually pull out any more pieces. They got it to that point. There were no more pieces to pull out. It was a perfect structure. They had worked together as a team of 60-year-old individuals to attain that which has never been attained before. I felt like I was watching Frank Lloyd Wright work.
There is a role-playing game that you may have heard of and I may have spoken about a little bit called Dread, which uses a Jenga tower as its main mechanic instead of dice rolling. And the idea is that whenever a character it's essentially a B-rated horror movie tabletop role, and whenever a character, or a player in this case, tries to do something that's time crunched or dangerous or outside of their skill set, the host of the game tells them to pull a block from the tower or a series of blocks from the tower. And if they topple it, they're removed from the game in some way.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I like systems that don't work on die rolls now because you see them everywhere. I mean, even if they're not on screen, they're generally behind the screen somewhere. systems that are like more skill specific, like Jenga, or give the illusion of being skill based, are much more pleasant, for me at least.
The only issue uh, with the game is when I was playing with a group consistently, they eventually got good at Jenga, and it became harder to play the game.
Yeah, because you can't have points of conflict. Because when the conflict's supposed to occur, when you've planned for it as the DM, they skirt it by being good. And then you have to, like, the immense number of conflicts that piles up begins to feel unbelievable.
Exactly. And, I mean, there were some other issues with it overall, but it's definitely a fun system, and if you guys are interested in playing it, I do have a copy of the book for people to rent.
I would love to do that.
So,
thank you for it.
no problem.
DJ Days, I completely agree with you. I mean, and people, I think that's like I think the art style of the game is the thing that I'm happiest about so far. Like, while I think our battle system is going to be fun, and I think that we've gotten to a point where the programming looks great, and I'm really interested in seeing how the story develops, I don't think anyone could ever hate this art style. There's just no way. There's so much to love about it, and it feels like a storybook is just coming alive in front of you.
There is a game that recently came out that you may want to check out. It's... oh, fuck. Where's the title of it? I'm going to hold this thought while I go find the title of it.
Okay. Hold that thought.
I'll be right back.
Grasp it firmly in your hands.
Kiri, how does it look to you?
I like it.
I mean, I don't even think this is going to go into the game. I'm just testing, you know. I've never done smoke animations before, so
Frankly, it looks really nice.
I have to go look for some references.
I think the smoke animation, if you can cycle through like more slowly, or if there were like slightly more interstices, it would feel. Maybe it doesn't matter because the asset would be smaller in terms of like the whole of the thing. Yeah, like that feels much more natural because you can't see it as.
Yeah.
But the smoke animation itself is like very lively and it feels natural. Do you think you could try and do a door opening animation as well, just to try?
This main door here. This one.
Yeah. The main door. This is about,
yeah, I mean, I probably should use the same dark wood kind of material, right?
Yeah, I think so. So John is playing Dota. Yeah.
Dota.
John is. He's gonna be playing Dota until we need him for the storyboards.
Oh, nice.
DJ Diz, I hadn't thought about that, but it does have some elements that are similar to Braid. That's another thing. After we're done working with all of this, we can finally play games together, guys. Banner Saga. That's another game that has art that's reminiscent of what we're doing.
That's exactly what I was game I was trying to figure out. I just was about to start, then I decided to hop onto this because I saw this.
Banner Saga is just a beautifully made game. Just absolutely incredible art. But I didn't like the combat system. I mean, I liked it. It was tactical, but I didn't feel... because the progression was so slow, I never got to feel invested in the characters that I had. I think it's important. Also, they were fairly archetypal, which at the time I was trying to pull away from my own like design mentality. My design ideology was shifting away from that sort of thing, so I think I may have been biased against it. In fact, this is starting to look so damn good.
I mean, I would try to do the whole color stuff again. Really.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with the colors, but
that's
yeah.
true, David. I think that the little blue tones that you have on the doors really offset, or in the dark wood really offset well.
Like this little spot here.
Yeah, and I also think that the little house in the bottom left, you might even be able to push the reddish tones in it more and push like the top of the house the red.
Yeah. This little house, yeah. This definitely needs more color.
Yeah, because like maybe those two structures could act as like because you'll have the repetition of the bluish black on the right structure and the door, and then the repetition of like the more intense reddish hues in the bottom left and the top, which would balance well.
Yeah. So now this door has to open.
As the stream continues to its halfway point, hey Frank, how do you like that pixel zoom grid? He seems to use it frequently, Cody. I'll let him speak for it though. Cody's asking how you like the pixel zoom grid, Frank.
Oh, this one, I usually I have it on just for when I do pixel stuff, you know, and I need that kind of guy, but I usually remove it. You mean this one, right? Wait,
Cody,
where is it?
the one that applies across your whole screen.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, just with Control H you remove it. I just not using it lately.
Cody says that he had to turn it off.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. There's actually what I really like. There's one thing they added to Terraria that I have to turn off a lot of times, but it's an item, an equipable item that makes it so that it shows you the grid view of block placement. So you can build structures that are perfectly symmetrical or complex structures that center around even or odd block spacings and plan them out multiple blocks in advance. Is this your first major game? Because it is. Yes, this is as a studio, this is our first major game. I think some of us have worked on like small titles before, but we're trying to do something. We're trying to make a difference in the genre with this one, and really appreciate the compliment. I do think that our art is absolutely phenomenal. I couldn't I have no complaint with it. There's nothing I would change. I don't know enough. What Frank and Cody do is on a completely different level of thought artistically than what I'm capable of, and I think I will be capable of in my lifetime. And we just got so lucky that we ended up meeting them when we did. Because otherwise they'd be working on another game right now, and that game would be a beautiful, delightful game. It might even have been released at this point. But it would not be Project Kingdom. Sudden urge to go on a trampoline, but I haven't got one, says FlameFoxx. You guys with me? Yeah, FlameFoxx, I had a trampoline for a long time. What I realized is as you get older, trampolines get less fun. Actually kind of hurts to jump on a trampoline. Sound like an old man.
Yeah.
But it's true though, like when you're jumping on a trampoline as a kid, you can jump for like hours and hours and it doesn't matter. But when you get to be like 17 or 18, you're jumping on a trampoline, you're like, this is kind of fun. I'm not going to jump on this for like an hour. I got 30 minutes on this thing tops. I think I used to do the majority of my thinking on trampolines back when I was really young. I'd be like watching Barney and jumping on a trampoline. We had one of those smaller trampolines inside. There's actually a funny story that my parents like to tell about the Christmas night that they were trying to set up a trampoline for us when we were really young. And apparently they got all of the springs on except for the last one, which you need a tool for, but they didn't know that you needed a tool for it. So my mom and my dad were like very close to coming to blows over this trampoline that they couldn't put the last spring on no matter what they did. And I think they finished it at around 6 a.m., which was about 30 minutes before we woke up for Christmas. And that is some down-to-the-wire gift giving. Can only guess at understanding what a parent goes through. Project Kingdom. Oh, snaps. David, are you looking at this? This is getting pretty close. We are about to have our website on the internets. You know, Frank, even if hypothetically speaking, and I think it definitely is going to go in the game, but even if hypothetically speaking it didn't, we would definitely use this shit on the website. Like,
Okay, like as a GIF, something like a background or something.
mm-hmm.
I might rework some of it then if you do.
Okay. Well, we might just put it in both the game and on the website. But Double Brian, yes, welcome, Double Brian, and we've got a website built, so we're going to be finding out where we want to host that and putting that online shortly.
Well, there's still some things to edit, but it could go on right now and be okay. Mm-hmm. There's some content that needs to happen before we put the website up, or at least something. Because that's one of the things that I think is kind of just detracting from it. It's we don't have content to take over the placeholders.
Yeah. Frank, that's disconcerting. It's just because of how much it looks like a face to me. Like,
it's too much movement. I mean, I need to loop the wind a lot and let me work something out.
Scary Evil Dead vibes, says Cody.
Yeah,
so
it does,
right.
Isn't it?
He's so right, Frank. I think just that quarter opening, like the go back, the one more there. I think that's fine. Just have it bright inside. Like just that much of the door open is perfect. We want to like intimate that there is some space inside of that thing that you could go into, but we don't need to reveal the whole of the interior portway thing. DJ Dave's 87Y says, "Give me cake, give me passion, give me life."
Wait, let me. What happens if we remove this one?
Cody, you're so right about those Evil Dead vibes. Sometimes I'm just surprised by how apt the comparisons are. Going to back for the meeting tonight. I've got some things to take care of. Okay, yeah. Will do, George. Thanks, buddy. This has been so relaxing, just watching Frank work.
Okay, I think this is better. Look at that. Beautiful. Fantastic door.
Can you make it go in reverse? The door opening instead of closing.
I mean, it's opening right here.
Yeah, but okay. Sorry. Can yeah. You put it so it starts with it. Yeah, perfect. With it closed and then.
It opens and then it closes at the end again. I could have some more with it closed. Yeah, I could have some more with it closed.
It's not John though, FlameFoxx. It's Frank. All right. Can we get a little light source inside?
Can we get a little light source inside? Yeah, you reminded me of.
It's my job to make life hard on you guys, right?
You reminded me of Celery Man. Have you seen that bit?
It's alright, FlameFoxx. We love you. Guess who's back? To infinity and beyond. Welcome back to the stream.
Let's get a light source.
Oh, man. David, our conversation is going to be less directed than usual.
What?
I apologize for that in advance.
For what? Which conversation?
Conversation about the nodes.
Oh, yeah, I expected that.
Okay. I apologize. I would love to be on my A game, but this cocktail is the most delicious thing that I've had to drink in so long.
Mm.
And I have a Stella afterward, and I've still got my dry cooking sherry, and I assume we've got at least another hour before we have our conversation. If that's true, then the beer is going to be gone, the cocktail is going to be gone, and the sherry is going to be probably still exactly as full as it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you like the taste of Stella Artois?
You know, I don't dislike it.
I've never thought that it tasted fancy enough to be packaged the way it is.
You know, it doesn't. It doesn't taste as good as how it looks, but if you pretend that it does, you have a better time.
Too right.
It's like that test about $100 wines and $500 wines and $15 wines. There's no great increase in taste between 15 and like 1,000. We just perceive that there is. I think with beer it's completely different. You can definitely perceive a difference in taste. But it helps for it to look like it's good. It's like if I could have put this cocktail I had it in a plastic cup originally, but then I thought to myself, why don't I dress it up nice and take it out for dinner?
Yeah, so many sounds.
I think it was bought out by Budweiser, Cody. Oh shit, you just fell off your chair, FlameFoxx. You're too young for that to be happening to you. 16 years old. When I was 16 years old, I would never have fallen out of my chair. I had the world on my shoulders. Welcome back, John.
Hey.
It's all looking nice. Yeah, Frank's made some serious progress on this.
Oh, that's horrible.
It's horrible. Frank's like, stop! You're so gross and disgusting. Too young to fall off the chair. Wait, I have to be a legal age? Yes, you do. When I was 10, I was leaning on my chair's arm. It broke. I fell off. 2 years later, the same thing happened on the other arm of the chair. Double Brian, what did you learn from this? What did you learn, Double Brian?
Nothing's to be learned from this.
Frank, I love your Facebook page, by the way.
Yeah, I'm spamming, flashing some Facebook material for other people in the chat.
Yeah. Facebook is one of those hidden treasures of streaming. You get a window into the person's actual non-stream life, if only for a moment.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even use it that much. I have it open. I don't know why.
Right,
Okay.
that's the moral.
I have to work on the light source for that door.
And for the windows above.
And for the and for the windows above. Okay. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I think the way you did the light source on the little red building is pleasant and could maybe work. Less flickering, but fairly similar.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, Frank, you've outdone yourself. It's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much.
When you first took on the project, I was on Team Cody, but you know, I'm thinking I've been converted.
You've been converted to Team Frank.
Team Frank,
but
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if we should. I mean, I feel
there's no room on Team Frank for me.
No, it's more like I don't think we are opposed teams, me and Cody. You know.
Yeah.
If anything, we oppose the design team and the sound team.
Yeah.
And the programming team.
Can I be a part of the? Can I just quit what I'm doing and be your MS Paint guy?
My MS Paint guy.
I do the mock-ups, and then you guys come in and beautify them.
We don't really have an MS Paint division. So.
Damn, I wanted to join the art team so badly. You sent your Age of Empires monks to Wolololo me over to your side. Wolololo. So,
who's the keyboard slayer?
That's David.
Oh, David, you're an angry man. You're an angry man.
Yes, I type with hate.
David, is there...
I cover my fingers in soot and blood, and then I just smash them against the keyboard.
You know the scene in Pocahontas where she paints with all the colors of the wind?
I do. I remember because she painted with all the colors of the wind in that scene.
Yeah. Do you remember the scene after that where she was walking through the forest soundlessly?
No, all I can remember is that scene where she painted all the colors of the wind.
Well, that's fine. That's exactly the same scene.
Oh, okay.
There's this button.
Why do you bring it up?
There's this button you can press on Skype that lets you paint with all the colors of the wind while you're typing. It looks like a little microphone.
Yeah.
When you click it, the microphone will have like one of those little crossbars through it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's been turned off. That means that you're painting with all the colors of the wind.
Well, people love the sound of the colors of the wind type.
No, but see, it's not that way right now. Right now, you're using a post-imperialist